For decades, tensions between the United States and Iran have remained one of the most dangerous geopolitical rivalries in the world. Discussions about a direct military confrontation between the two nations often raise serious questions. What would happen if war broke out? Could American military aircraft be destroyed in such a conflict? How powerful is Iran's defense system against advanced U.S. fighter jets? This documentary explores the possibility of American aircraft losses in an Iran war, the strategic risks, and the military consequences of such a devastating conflict. The United States possesses one of the strongest and most technologically advanced air forces in the world. American fighter jets such as the F-35 Lightning II, F-22 Raptor, and F-16 Fighting Falcon are designed with cutting-edge stealth technology, precision-guided missiles, and advanced radar systems. These aircraft have played important roles in military operations across the Middle East, including in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. However, fighting Iran would present very different challenges compared to previous wars. Iran has spent decades strengthening its air defense systems because of fears of an external military attack. Unlike smaller regional conflicts, Iran has developed layered missile defenses and underground military infrastructure. Tehran's military strategy focuses heavily on asymmetric warfare, ballistic missiles, drones, and defensive missile systems designed to target enemy aircraft. Iran also operates advanced Russian-made defense systems, including the S-300 missile system, which is capable of detecting and engaging aircraft at long distances. If war erupted, American aircraft would likely be among the first tools used by the United States military. U.S. warplanes could target missile facilities, military bases, command centers, radar systems, and underground nuclear-related sites. However, military experts believe Iran's air defenses could potentially damage or even destroy some American aircraft, especially if U.S. planes entered highly protected airspace. One of the biggest threats to American aircraft would be Iran's integrated air defense systems. These systems combine radar, anti-aircraft missiles, and electronic warfare technology. Iran has reportedly invested in improving local missile systems that can target fighter jets and drones. Even advanced stealth aircraft are not completely invisible. Although stealth technology reduces radar detection, no military aircraft is entirely immune from being targeted in combat. Another danger comes from Iran's growing drone and missile capabilities. Over the years, Iran has developed military drones capable of surveillance and attacks. Some analysts believe Iranian drones could threaten U.S. military bases in nearby countries, forcing American aircraft to operate under dangerous conditions. In addition, ballistic missile attacks on U.S. bases in the region could damage aircraft parked on runways before they even take off. The Persian Gulf region would become one of the main battle zones in a direct conflict. American aircraft carriers stationed nearby could launch fighter jets toward Iranian targets. However, Iran has anti-ship missile systems designed to threaten U.S. naval forces. If military bases or aircraft carriers came under attack, some aircraft losses could occur due to missile strikes or combat operations. Historically, the United States has experienced aircraft losses in wars, even with superior technology. During conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, helicopters and aircraft were occasionally shot down despite overwhelming American military power. In a conflict with Iran, losses might be more significant because Iran has prepared for years to resist advanced air attacks. Military analysts often discuss which American aircraft would face the highest risks. Older aircraft such as the F-16 could face more challenges in heavily defended airspace compared to stealth jets like the F-35 or F-22. However, even stealth aircraft could be vulnerable if exposed to multiple missile systems operating together. Electronic warfare, radar interference, and cyber attacks would likely play a major role during such a war. A major question remains: how many American aircraft could actually be destroyed in an Iran war? The answer is uncertain because it would depend on several factors, including the scale of conflict, military strategies, international alliances, and the effectiveness of air defenses. Some defense experts argue that the United States would quickly target Iranian air defense systems to reduce threats. Others believe Iran's geographic advantages, mountainous terrain, and underground military facilities could make the war much harder than expected. At the same time, the United States has enormous military advantages. American intelligence satellites, stealth bombers, naval forces, and precision-guided weapons give Washington a powerful edge. The U.S. military could use cyber warfare and electronic disruption to weaken Iranian defenses before sending aircraft into dangerous zones. Air superiority operations would likely aim to minimize American losses as much as possible. The economic consequences of aircraft destruction would also be enormous. Advanced military aircraft cost hundreds of millions of dollars to build and maintain. For example, a single F-35 fighter jet can cost tens of millions of dollars. Losing several advanced jets in combat would not only represent a financial setback but also carry political and symbolic consequences. Beyond military losses, the human cost would be severe. Every destroyed aircraft means pilots' lives are at risk. Rescue operations in hostile territory could become extremely dangerous. Families, military personnel, and entire nations would feel the consequences of such losses. The wider Middle East could also become unstable during a direct US-Iran conflict. Regional allies and rival groups might become involved. Oil supplies, shipping routes, and global energy markets could face disruptions, leading to worldwide economic uncertainty. Countries across the region would likely increase military readiness due to fears of escalation. However, it is important to separate speculation from confirmed facts. As of today, there has not been a confirmed large-scale direct US-Iran war resulting in widespread destruction of American aircraft. Discussions about aircraft losses remain mostly based on military analysis, strategic simulations, and hypothetical scenarios. News reports and online rumors sometimes exaggerate military damage claims during periods of tension. In conclusion, a war between the United States and Iran could become one of the most dangerous conflicts of the modern era. While the United States has unmatched military power and advanced aircraft technology, Iran's missile systems, defensive networks, and strategic geography could still pose serious threats. Some American aircraft could potentially be damaged or destroyed if conflict escalated into full-scale war. Yet the true outcome would depend on military planning, technology, diplomacy, and unpredictable battlefield realities. What remains clear is that any such war would carry devastating costs for both sides and could reshape the future of the Middle East and global politics. Documentary ending line: in war, power does not guarantee safety. Even the strongest air force can face unexpected resistance, and the price of conflict is often far greater than anyone imagines.